This
What do you mean?
conference will now be recorded.
Class, do you know? Okay. So in C++, there was a concept. Actually, it is a structural oriented programming language. Structural oriented programming language, or procedural also you can say. Why? I will tell you. So if you want to create a structure of anything, let's say student. So I am creating. So like that it will be written. So in a structural oriented programming language, this name, let's say I have created the structure of two students using C++ language. So here you see age, name, address. This is called data or properties or information of this student one. And studying is the behavior of the student. Same way in the same program for student 2, name and age are two properties, information, and playing is a behavior of a student study. Okay. Sorry. Playing is a behavior of a student 2. And this program I have saved as student.c. So this is the same program. Now you see here the behavior study and playing. It's out of this boundary. This boundary. This is called context boundary. Means a student 2 can use the behavior of a student 1 study, and a student 1 can use playing behavior of the study. Both. So here we are not confirmed here like who can use which behavior. This study and playing are defined, you can say, globally in this program. Anyone can use any one of the behavior. Can you say this is out of this bracket? Study here, playing also out of this. We are not sure this playing belongs to a student 2 only. This study belongs to a student 1 only. Anyone can use any behavior because it's defined outside this context. Left and right flower bracket. Here also playing is defined left and right flower bracket. This part you understood? So name, age, address is called properties. Study is called behavior. Same way, name, age is a properties. Playing is a behavior. I have defined for a student too, but as it defines out of the context, anything starting from here, ending here. This is outside, floating. So any of the student can use any one of the behavior, either playing or study. This is how in C++ program was written to create a structure of any data in anything. But when Java came, then class concept have been developed, and here it is said it is extended behavior of structural or procedural oriented programming language. Programming language. What do you mean by that? Means class binds the data and behavior together. Together. Next is you can say class equal to data plus behavior. Okay. Next point you can say class is a blueprint or template. Class is a blueprint or template of an object. Next point you can say class is a logical representation of an object. Now, syntax for creating class. I will make you understand all these lines. Don't worry, just come here. Syntax. So, how to create a class? First, we need to write modifiers, then class, then class name. Here you put left flower bracket, that is the starting of the class. Close with right flower bracket, it is ending of the class. And inside this, you can write members of the class. It may be methods, it can be a variables, it may be a constructor, whatever. It may be a blocks. Now here, here, modifiers are optional. It is optional. Means you can write or you cannot write also. It's not, it depends on the requirement. If you will not write also, there will not be any issue. There will not be any error. So because we do not know modifiers now, so we will not write modifiers. We will not use modifiers for first 7 to 8 class. Because if it's there also no problem, it's there also no problem. So it's optional. But class is a keyword, predefined word, which represents a class. So class is a predefined word. And it is mandatory. Same way, class name. It is a user defined name and it is mandatory. So this is the syntax for creating a class. So based on this syntax, I'll create a class. So class name, anything you can give. Let's say I'm writing demo, and here I'm closing and ending. And we can write variables, we can write methods, we can write, let's say, okay, let's say class student only. I'm creating the structure of class student. Here int age equal to 30, something is there. String name equal to, let's say, Java. And here the behavior of a student is white plain. Behavior means method or function. So see the difference now. Here, this is called data and this is called behavior. Both are binded together inside the class, because class starting point is here, ending point is here. So his behavior is also within this student class only. It means we can say 100% this playing is belonging to this student only, student 1. Now if you are creating same program, you are writing a student 2 class, a student 2 class, right? And here let's say 31 is there, the name of this, let's say REST API, and he is studying. So here you say this studying is belonging to a student 1, a student 2 only. Age, data and properties are binded together in the class only itself, within this class only. For a student class also, this data and behavior binded inside this class only. So this playing is belonging to a student 1 only, 100%, and studying is belonging to a student 2 only. But if we go to a structural oriented programming, see here, their behaviors are outside the scope of the structure, study and playing. See, but in class, both data and behavior both are binded together. See, this is the data and this is the behavior. This is the starting context of the class. This is the ending context of this student one class. So that's why class is called data plus behavior. So, and it is extended behavior of a structural oriented programming language. What is a structural procedural oriented programming language? C++. Now you understood the meaning of that. First line and second line, did you get it? And this one, till here you understood? Yes, guys. Yeah, tell me. This three
Yes,
line is understanding or not?
yeah.
Okay. Now, fourth line is class is a blueprint or template of an object. What do you mean by that? So, let's say I am going to police station to lodge a complaint that one person has hitted me while walking on the road. Now the police officer will lodge your complaint, but that complaint will not be that much valid, because one person, he will get a blueprint, one idea. Oh, person means some human being, he was traveling, he was walking and someone has hit him, right? But he is not getting the exact idea. What is that person name? How he looks like, right? So here he is getting a blueprint, one image. Okay, one person is one human being. He's getting some logical idea. He's not getting the real exact one. So here he one perception, one assumption. That is called blueprint or template. Okay, that's why class is also called as a blueprint or template of an object. The person who has hit him, he was having some name, he was having some height, age, he was belonging to somewhere, some address was there. So that is the real object when he is present. But while complaining to police officer, the police officer was getting blueprint. One person, okay, one human being. If you say birds are flying, what is this? Okay, some flying elements are there. They will have feather, they will fly. But you don't know which bird it is. So which bird it is an object, and the bird is flying, the assumption, one blueprint you are getting, one logical representation you are getting of the bird, right? So class is just like your shadow. While you're walking, your shadow is there. That is your class. And the person who is walking is an object. Like that you can understand. Are you clear? That's why class is a logical representation of an object. Class is a blueprint or template which will just bind the data and behavior together. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now, in a Java program, you only see, in a Java program we can have multiple classes in the program. We can have multiple classes in the program, but which one will get, will you get output of any one of this class? If you will execute the program, let's say you have saved the program by student 1 and you are trying to execute, will you get the output of any one of the program, any one of the class? Let's say this class is having main method. This class main method is there. Okay, so here you will get the output of maximum student 1 class. You will get, let's say, system.out.println, and you have written, you will get age and name, these things you will get it. But can you get the output of this class, student 2 class?
No, I guess.
No, we have several, we can write multiple classes in one program, but we will not get the output of others, except main method class. We will not get any output of another class. Main method is VIP. Wherever main method is there, that class will get loaded into memory. You will get the output from the class, but other class does not have main method. So it is just like a blueprint, one template present in the class, present in the program. We will not get any output from this program, right? Let's go and check the example. Just one second. So, meanwhile, let me write a program. Let's say I'm writing one program, simple program. Same here. This same program is there. Or I'm writing class, let's say employee 1, class employee, or class company. Let's say class company. Meanwhile, let it open. So, this is class company. It is having main method. Here I'm writing. Here I'm writing main, and this is my another class that is called employee. Same in the same program. And here let's say he's having the data int employee id equal to something something, and his name or salary, okay, name equal to something xyz, or employee name, I'm writing like this. And he's having behavior, he will get salary. Or behavior is very, what you can say, good performer or working good, right? Or he is intelligent, or you can say he is having behavior of only eating. He just eat and sleep. He does not do anything. So here, eating. Now, this is my program. Why it's not open? So this is my program. Now you will save this program as a company.java because it is having main method. You will get the output main, but you will not be getting any output of the employee class. Will you get the output of employee class here? And let's say you have saved the program like company.java. Will you get any output from employee class in the program?
No,
Why?
because we did not call that method. Also, we did not created any object.
Uh, Even you call this method also, it will not get executed. You try to write it here eating, it will not get executed. It will not get executed. Okay,
Okay. Yeah, we did not create any object.
it will not get executed. And second thing, I will tell you 2 points about method. Just remember what is method. What is method? Because I will teach method separately 2 to 3 hours. But here methods, what do you mean by method? Just to identify, I'm writing one definition. Any name ending with small bracket, a small bracket, and start with void is method, is a method. Any name. So see here, this eating is a name ending with a small bracket, is a method and starting with void. And what is the use of the method? It is used to access the class variable. Just that much only you understand about method now. So what is method? Method is any name ending with a small bracket and starting with void. That is a method. Same way, main is also a method. See, it's ending with this a small bracket. If you see, and this is the name starting with void. Just leave this. Ignore these two words. Sorry. So method means any name ending with a small bracket starts with void is a method, and the uses of method is it is used to access the class variable, right? That is method. Now let me compile this program. If you understood class object, then you can go ahead, proceed further. Now, yeah. So now I will save this program as a company.java. Now go to desktop, your Java programs. What is the Java 3 something is here, right? So now from now onwards, we will write this one class and object. From today onwards, we'll keep on creating the folders based on the concept taught in the class. So here, save this. Now the program is saved. Just go to this folder. So here you go and compile this program. Java C, and what is that? Company. I think we do not have, okay, we do have one error. Class employee, we have written wrongly. Okay, I have given bracket here. Class, we should not give bracket just now. As I taught you, this is the syntax of creating a class. This is the syntax for creating a class. Go up. This is a syntax. Class name should be there. That's it. And inside that, you can write all the member of the class. So here we should not have this bracket. Now save this, compile again. Whenever you do modify in the program, you must compile, save and compile. You must compile the program. Okay. So now execute this program, Java company. Now, and we got the output only. Can you see that? And I did not get output of this class. Let's say neither I got eating, I am not able to see 2343 or employee name, I am not able to see. So class is just like a blueprint or template. It's just lying in the program. He does not have any importance. Just it's a logical representation. Okay boss, there is an employee class present in this program files. Okay, he will have some data, he will have some behavior. This is logical representation. It is just a blueprint. He is just binding the data and behavior together. That is a class. Now we are not able to get the output of the class. Why? So the reason is this company class, see from today onwards, everyone remember these two words. From today onwards, you should remember these two words. What is that word? Very, very important. Loading and unloading of the class. Loading or unloading of the class. So are you getting? Loading or unloading of the class. So what do you mean by loading and unloading? This word you should remember. Loading means initializing or throwing that class inside the memory. And this is the rule: if anything goes inside the memory, then only we will get the output. Okay. So here, if you see, this employee class is not loaded into memory. That's why we are not able to get the output of the class employee. This company class loaded into memory because of this main method, because control always starts from main method. JVM will identify or understand the class name if and only if it is having the main method. Okay, just 1 second. 1 second, guys. Yeah, guys. So here you see, sorry for interrupt. Here, this class, company class will get loaded because of the main method. Because always main method is a JVM specific. Control always starts from main. And JVM will understand the class if and only if it is having main method. Due to main method, this class will get loaded into memory. But this class does not have main method, right? And we cannot give all the class main method. We cannot write main method for each and every class. So that's why this class is not getting loaded into memory. Loading in the sense the employee ID name, they will initialized inside the memory. They will occupy some space in the memory. They will get some address in the memory, and their data will be stored inside the memory. Eating will also go into memory at some address, and it will be occupied, or it will be there in the container memory. All the employee members, what are the employee members? Variables and methods here. So these all will get, if employee class gets loaded into memory, means employee ID name, eating, everything will shifted into memory, then only we can get the output. But here in this program, it is not getting loaded into memory itself. That's why we are not able to get the output of employee class. Are you clear? So in a Java program, one Java file can contain multiple classes, but you will not be getting any output from that class if unless you load that class into memory. So you must load that class into memory. That time only you will get the output of that class. Are you getting or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm writing this as a note. These all notes are very important. So you should refer every day to get the output from the any class. Then you must load the class. You must load the class into memory so that all the members of that class will be initialized in the memory with their corresponding values. Understood? So to load the class in the memory, we need to, not need to, we must create object of that class. Object of that class. So if and only if you create the object of the class, then only that class will get loaded into memory. Okay. So now what is object? That is the question. So what is object? First of all, a generic definition of object: any real world entity is an object. Whatever you see in this world is an object. Even me, you, chair, table, whatever you see in this world is an object. Now, programmatically, you can say object is a physical physical representation of the class. See, class is a logical representation of an object, but object is a physical representation of the class. Means you can feel the one person was hitting. Now you will get the name, address, everything of that person. You will get to know who is that person. That is an object. Okay. If you say some sitting elements, and if you say chair, there is a difference or not? If I will say go and sit, there is some sitting arrangement is there, go and sit there. But if I will say one chair is there, you sit on the chair, there is a difference or not? So that chair is an object. And if I am saying go and sit on that sitting arrangement is there or some place, You are getting some common idea blueprint. But if I will say specifically, no, there is a chair object, there you go and sit it. So that's why object is a physical representation. If I am saying Chandan is walking and someone is saying one person is walking, there is a difference in these two sentences. A person is walking is a blueprint, one template, one logical representation. But if I am saying Chandan is walking, it means, oh, Chandan is the object whom is walking. So that is called physical representation, real representation. Are you getting now? What is an object? Hello, guys. Hello. What happened?
Yes, sir.
You people are very much silent. I don't know what happened. Object you understood or not? Class
Yes, sir.
I, you people told class you understood. Yes? Yeah, anyone want to say something? Someone? So object is a physical representation of the class. And third point you can say object and instance both are interchangeable. Both are interchangeable. What do you mean by that? Either you say object or instance, both are same. Some place will tell object, oh, this is the object of this class, this is an instance of this class. Both are same. So whenever you are creating object or instance of the class, it means at the same time that class will get loaded into memory and we can access that class members. I'm writing again. Whenever we create object or instance of the class, at the same time that class will get loaded, will get loaded in the memory and along with their members, along with their members. What are their members? Variables, methods, right, along with their members. So when we create object instance of the class at the same time that class will get loaded, means their data, the class members will get initialized in the memory, right? And we can fetch those members, we can get the output of that class. Now syntax for creating an object. Syntax for creating an object. Don't worry. Here, how to create an object of any class? First, you write the class name for which you are creating an object. Then here you write reference variable. Reference variable. Then you use assignment operator. Here you write new, and then again you write class name. This is how you can create an object. This is syntax. At the end, you write bracket. This is how you can create an object of a class. Now, what do you mean by reference variable? This is another context. I will tell you now. This is very much important. First of all, you understand reference variable. Now, object you understood first. What do you mean by object? This is the syntax for creating an object. Object is a physical representation of class, and if you are creating object, then only that class will get loaded into memory. So this is your program. This, if you will create an object of this employee class, then only this class will get loaded into memory and we will get the output of these all data, employee and class and variables. Okay. So first of all, before that, you should understand what is reference variable. So reference variable, it is a variable, or first let me write any variable used with class types, class type or user defined data type or user defined type, defined type is called reference variable. Is a reference variable, is reference variable, is reference variable. So let me write. Next line, this is very much important. Reference variable always holds the address of the class or object, you can say. It always holds address of the class in the memory, in the memory. And how address looks like? Address looks like in the memory pattern. I am saying pattern. How? Class name at the rate some junk value. Okay. Now I'll tell you what is this reference variable. Just try to understand. So any variable used with the class type or user defined type. What is class type? Let's come to the program. Company is a class type or not? It is user defined or not? Any name used with the class is class type. Here you see. What is the type of employee ID? What is the type of employee ID?
Integer.
Integer. What is the type of name?
String.
String.
String. And if I will write employee anything, let's say EMP. Now, what is this? EMP is a type of what? See, employee ID is a type of integer, name is a type of string. Now, this variable EMP is a type of what?
Class.
Employee, right? And employee is
Employee.
a class, which is a user defined name I have given. So, any variable used with the class type is a user defined data types or reference variable. Or reference variable. And it always holds the address of the class. It always holds the address of this class. Understood? So this is a reference variable. Reference variable always holds the address, and other data types variable holds always the value. Whatever value right side you are writing, he always stores the value. But reference variable always holds the address. Okay. So you will see it here. And default value of reference variable. Default value of reference variable is null. Always null. See here, default value of predefined data type. What is the default value of integer? Default value of integer. If I am not writing anything here, right side, then what is the default value? If I am writing
Zero.
simply, huh?
Zero.
Zero.
0. If I am writing okay. Same way, if I am writing double, D. What is the default value of D? Hmm?
2.0.
Zero
Zero
dot.
dot zero.
Just now, last
Yes, sir.
class we used in program, right?
0.0. Yeah, 0.0.
Same way, if reference variable also, right side, if you are not writing anything, the default value of reference variable will always null. Will always be null. Default value of reference variable is always null. You want to see? I will show you in the last program only. Okay, first see. Now, even if you want to print this, the value of employee will be always null if you have not written right side anything. Okay. always now, always now. Now you see, this class I need to load into memory. So what I have to do, I have to create an object of the employee class. So what is the syntax for creating object in the this is the syntax for creating an object. Class name, use reference variable, any name you can give. Reference variable can be any name, but it always holds the address of the class. And here new is the operator. I will write it here. Sorry, go top. I will write that. Don't worry, I will teach you class and object 4 hours. So here class name is the name for which you create an object. Reference variable, now you got to know what is reference variable. It can be any name, equal, this is assignment operator, which assigns the value from right to left, which assigns the value from right to left. New is a operator used to create something, create object. And again class name is the for which you are going to create an object. So here I'm writing this. Now understood. So this is the syntax for creating an object. Now as I told you, what is class name for which you are going to create an object, this is the class name. And reference variable can be any name, which holds this, always you remember, class reference variable always holds the address of the class or object. Assignment operator, it helps you to assign from right to left. New is an operator which will help you to create an object, class name for which you are going to create an object. Now you see, here I am following the same syntax, and I am going to create an object of this employee class. Why I am creating the object of employee class? Why I am creating an object of this employee class?
Load the data.
Know this
Yeah,
class.
to load the class. If this class is loaded, then only we'll get the output of this class. Like if you want to know what is employee ID, what is name, what is this, then only we'll get the output of this class. So to load that class, we must create an object of that class. So how to create? Write class name for which you are going to create an object. So employee. Here I am writing reference variable, let's say E equal to new employee. So the time you will write this statement, same time from here, control will come here and it will load all the members of the employee class in the memory. So our next point is where to create an object. Where to create an object. Next point. Where to create an object. Where to create an object. So preference is inside main method. Why? Because why we should create object inside main method, I will tell you. We can create anywhere, but we must create inside the main method. Why? Because main method is a VIP, it is JVM specific. So when this class will be loaded, first of all this main method will get loaded. So if I will write something inside the main method boundary in this box, that will also get loaded with the main method. Let's say you have one container, and in that container if you have so many chocolates, so if you will throw the container, all the chocolates will go along with the jars, no, that container. So these are the chocolates inside this container. So when main method will get loaded, at the time of loading this class company, this object will also get loaded in the memory. This employee class will also get loaded because I am writing the employee class object inside the main method. Main method is valid from line number 4 to 8. So anything you write inside this, it will get loaded. That will also go along with him. Like if PM and their NSG commando, their bodyguards, if wherever PM will enters, that guard does not have to take any permission. He will also go along with the PM, Prime Minister. Same way, main method is a very much VIP. It is specific to JVM. Whatever I will write inside the main method, that will also get loaded at the time of loading this company class because of this main method. Are you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that's why we should create object inside the main method. We can create later. I will show you. We can create anywhere. But first preference, it is highly recommended we should create object inside the main method so that at the time of loading the class company, at same time employee class will also get loaded in the memory because of the main method. Are you clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, if you have another 3 to 4 minutes, I will take class already. 9 o'clock, people will used to leave the class. But if you have 3 to 4 minutes, I can teach you one more concept. That's in this.
I have a small doubt on this one, sir. Why we use the new there? Employees, I understand the class name. So new is
New is a
the
operator, predefined operator. Like plus minus is a operator to do arithmetic expression. Same way in program, new is a operator to create something in a program.
okay. Okay, sir. Okay.
Newly, if you want to create something, so new operator will always help you to create an object.
Okay, sir.
Getting?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, fine. Anyone having doubt till now here? And see what is this e? E is a reference variable. It see right to left assignment. It always holds the address of new employee. You want to print? See, just see today reference variable. Later tomorrow I will take the class. System.out.println. You simply print e. So what is e? So I am writing the reference variable equal to plus e. So what I told, just see here. Just see here. What is reference variable? Any variable used with the class type or user defined type is a reference variable. Come to the program. It is a variable, any name, which is used with the class type. Correct? No? Employee is a class type or not? It is a class or not? So it is a class type. E is a class type now. That is called reference variable. Second point I told, reference variable always holds the address of the class or object. So right side, see, because of this assignment operator, right side, whatever you will write, this e variable will contain the address of this new employee. And how address looks like? Address looks like class name at the rate junk value. So if you will print this e, you will get the output employee at the rate some junk value like A23 B6 something something. So that is the address inside the memory for that class. So reference variable always holds the address, and simple variable, this is called primitive variable because used with the primitive data type. This always holds value. Reference variable always holds address. Now see the output.
Sir, is the line number 16, is that mandatory?
Line number 16. This is, I told, see, nothing is mandatory here. This is based on your requirement. Why I have created to tell you what is this. This is a reference variable. Imp is a reference variable. It is a type of employee. That's why I told. What is this EMP? You only tell. What is EMP? Okay, tell me what is employee ID? What is employee ID?
That is a
Very
variable.
Variable. It's variable.
Variable. right? It is a type of integer. Name, what is name? It is also a variable which is a type of string. Same way emp, it is also a variable which is a type of employee class. Reference variable. So here I wanted to tell you, if right side you will not write anything, it means the value of this emp will be null. Here right side I have written something, so it will be having address, and address looks like class name at the rate some junk value. See here. So what is that? Java C. I'm compiling this program and we have some issue. Semicolon I missed somewhere. I think here I have missed out. Yeah. Just I will execute this program and we'll wind up the session. Again, I will teach you tomorrow. Don't worry for that. Again, class and object, unless it's clear, will not go ahead. This is the, you can say, a starting point, backbone. Now Java company. Just execute. Is it correct? Right. So see the reference variable equal to, you see, class name at the rate some junk value. So this is the memory address actually. So that's why reference variable always holds the address of the class. Okay, and class will look like class name at the rate some junk value. So at this address, this is holding the address of this object or class, you can say, because always assignment happening from right to left. So that is the E is a reference variable, which is a type of employee, user defined types, and it always holds the address of the class or whatever you have written on the right side, but it always holds the address. These variables are called primitive variables, employee ID, because it is used with primitive data type. So any variable used with the primitive data type, that is a primitive variable. Variable is also two types, primitive variable and reference variable. So the reference variable you got to know, primitive variable already you know. Any variable used with primitive data type is a primitive variable. So primitive variable always holds the value. See, this is the actual value, literal. But reference variable always holds the address. And address always looks like class name at the rate some junk value. Is it clear?
Sir, what exactly is that address? The
This
567D2.
address, this at this address in the and in the memory, this employee class is loaded.
Okay. Will it change each time? Say for example, next time if you run the
If
same
you
thing.
create another object, again it will change.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So because that's why I'm telling, again I will teach you tomorrow memory representation. I will show you how this is getting initialized in the memory. So the time you will write this statement, at the same time flow will transfer from here to here, and it will start loading employee ID, name, this one, and eating. Everything will get loaded into memory. So now,
Sorry to interrupt, but we just initiated object for class employee, right? We did not call the employee.
that's fine. But it
Okay.
should
Okay.
first loaded in the memory, no? Then
Oh, got
only
it.
you can call,
Okay, got it. Makes sense. Oh, sorry.
right? If it is not loaded, then what is the use of call, right? So calling means you can call at any time, but it should be present in the memory. If you are not present in the room and I am shouting your name, what is the use, right? So first of all, this employee must be loaded. Employee loading of the employee class means loading all the members of the employee class. After loading, whether you call or don't call, it depends on you. Now, while after loading, this is holding the address of this employee class where all these members are present in the memory. So at this address, these all data are stored inside the memory, initialized inside the memory. So using this address, I can fetch all the members of this class. Let's say I know Suwani. Let's say I know your address. I have written in my paper a one note, it's there in my pocket. So using that address, using that reference, I can reach to your house and I can access your all family members. Same way, Reference variable is the address of the class. If I know the address of this employee, then I can access all the members of the employee, no, using this address. Now it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So do not worry. At least I have shown you reference variable is a E, and the value of reference variable will always be a address. If you want, if you do not assign anything, let's say EMP is also a reference variable. If you want to print the value of EMP, see EMP, if you want to print, it will give you null. Just I am telling how to see here. Simply print here EMP with system inside system dot out dot println. Let's say E dot EMP. I want to teach you tomorrow. See, here you will get null. Can you see that? So the default value of reference variable. Here right side I did not assign anything. Means JVM will assign default value to EMP reference variable. And the default value of reference variable will always be a null. Okay? And how I have written that I will teach you tomorrow. Is it okay? Already we are too late.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do not worry, class and object, I will teach you in such a way that throughout your life you will never forget. After that, we'll start OOPS concept. This is also a part of OOPS concept. Now, let me finalize the batch. After that, we'll see how can we transfer the data, content files. So this is your program, guys, and this is the theory of the today's class. Please go revise this theory at least 4 to 5 times. Getting what I mean to say? At least revise the theory minimum 4 to 5 times. 10 lines are there, go and revise it.
Madam, can we get these notes in the PDF format or some shared in the drives or
Madam,
something?
you can please, I will share into some drive. Let the batch finalize. We can share with attachment. There is no doubt. We will take all email IDs we can share through a Google Drive. Is it okay? And we will change this from Google Meet, we'll switch to Johor. From Google Meet, we will switch to Johor. There we will get the option to directly I can share any file to you from here only itself. Here we do not have option. These links are used for demo and another 5 6 classes. Meanwhile, you can work like this. Is it okay?
Uh, uh,
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay.
And these notes you take it in. At least you can make it in PDF. You can put it. This is called decoration. Either you make it in PDF, you make it in Notepad plus plus. First, the main first priority is you should understand whatever we have written. Make it day 2, day 3, day 4, and just understand this. After that, after some classes, we will start sharing through email, Google Drive, or directly in the chat. Their attachment option will be here. Here attachment. Here they have not. This is free version. That's why they have not given attachment. In Johor link, when we will use paid version, that time we'll be sharing here only through this chat. Is it okay? Who has asked? Sujata or whoever asked? Anchal. Achal. Achal, are you okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, yeah, we are good.
Yeah, fine.
Yes.